Peace, peace. What it do? What it do? What's up, Sag? What y'all got going on? Welcome to A-Tone Tarot. This is a 10-day forecast for the month of September. Without further ado, Sag, let's get up into it. I'm going to pull 10 cards for the first 10 days of September. If you could, please, your girl is new to YouTube. If you could, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Welcome to the channel. Just as something to note, I bless and position all my cards upright before I hit record. So if they come out in reverse, that is the message intended for you. Let's get up into it. Spirit, what do we have for our Sag collective for the first 10 days of September? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the Sagittarius. What do we have, Spirit? Ooh. Well, there's that. Just 5 more cards to go. Hope all is well with my Sagittarius collective. Okay, Sag. All right, so like I stated, I am an amateur to the YouTube world. So camera view, I'm going to recite the cards to you, break down the message as I go. For you looking at me right now, I'm your captain, right? So for the first 10 days of September, Sag, decisions is kind of what I'm picking up on. Like some decisions. Let me read the cards and I'll get into what I see. So you have the Two of Swords. And by the way, you are the first sign of all the signs that I've done thus far, which I think you are number 6. No cards in reverse. Every other sign had at least one, or matter of fact, only one. Not to be telling everybody business, but you know, yeah. So you are my first where everything came out upright. But you got some things on your shoulders going on in these first 10 days of September. So you have the Two of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Moon, the Hermit, the Star, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Swords, and the Empress with the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck as far as what you don't see coming. Now, just because you don't have no cards in reverse don't mean it's smooth sailing for my Sagittarius. Because like I said, y'all have some heavy decisions on y'all shoulders right now. And y'all are thinking very, very long and in the future, I'll say. Even though this is a 10-day forecast, y'all mind, y'all sight, y'all hearts, y'all thoughts, y'all, like, what matters the most to you is in the future. is about the future right now. And you have some decisions to make with this Two of Swords being here. You have the Six of Wands, where that's something where your reputation is at the crossroads of what you have going on. I think, like, you like, you thinking about how you're going to be regarded after it's all said and done. Like, after it's all said and done, what they gonna say about me? That is becoming like, not on some that you care about what people think about you, but you want the words and the utterances to be correct about you. Yeah. You got this Eight of Cups here, and followed by the Moon and the Hermit, like, and the Star, like, boom, boom, like, those are major arcana back to back to back out the deck in your channeling and pull. And that is that Eight of Cups to the Moon with that Hermit is like, you are in a place of, there's some sadness going on, some isolation, some lessons, like you really going deep inside yourself. And with this Star here, look, maintaining a glimmer of hope, right? Looking towards that hope by way of the lessons, by way of what the Almighty has for you, because of the decisions that you have made in the past and the ones that you have to make in the future, in the near coming future, as it relates to your future, Sagittarius. And it's like a little bittersweet, but it is what it is. You're coming into, or you're looking at your emotional intelligence and your self-worth and the space for yourself and what that looks like. Are you giving love, care, and concern to yourself, right? Because the world has been the King of Swords, or there's some King of Swords around you, like very strategic, and the nurturing, loving, provisional side of you, because it's not just gender specific, like, because we got the Empress here, right? Even though this is feminine energy, we all possess both. And being that prodigal, and I don't want to say prodigal son, but that's not the right word, like the emotional state that you're in, you don't want to feel this vulnerable because of how much you have to carry with this Empress. And I'm picking up like your mother, your grandparents, fathers, uncles, what you are to them. Not that you, Sag, are the Empress. I mean, you possess this in you, of course. But I think a lot of what you're sitting with, how you're moving, thinking, behaving, and aligning yourself in your life right now is, like I said, is that future and what you're thinking about, your legacy, your family, those that have mothered and loved you, taught you, gave you. You want to know, what am I going to be able to give to them? What will they say about me? I want my family tree, my family. That's what I'm picking up, like mother with this Queen of Cups. You being even a parent yourself, but also looking towards what's gonna go on with a parent with this Empress here, right? So, and the strategy that you want to obtain and bring into your arsenal by way of what you've learned in your life, which ultimately leads back up to decisions around, I gotta make my next move my best move type deal. But excuse me, yeah, Sag, you are very what's the word I'm looking for? It's serious. You're very serious right now. You as it relates to love, because you have the emotions here with the cups on the table. Eight of Cups is here. That's not necessarily the greatest of cups, but the Queen of Cups is here. The Knight of Cups is here. You know, you have support around you. You are your own support. You know how to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You know what I mean? So there's emotional grounding there, but you want to give more to it inside of yourself to make sure that you have something to give to your legacy behind you. You want to show it in both ways. You know what I mean? From behind to the front, like from the back to the front. That's the energy I'm picking up with the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Empress here. This is like a family of every hierarchy, right? Empress, King of Swords, Knight of Cups. The only thing we're missing in are pages, like children. And not to say that children aren't represented here, but, you know, legacy, family, nostalgia. I don't want to freak anyone out, and I've been holding back from saying it, so I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Like I'm picking up a Sag is like not being morbid, but thinking about what's my obituary going, how that gonna read. I want my obituary to be motherfucking tight as hell, and because of that, I gotta make some decisions. I gotta make some moves. I gotta make some changes, cause I got this one looking at me. I got this one that's gonna need me in a few. Like you sitting back looking at the dynamic of your family. And you might be very I might be talking to a collective of Sagittarius that are very proud of where their current family sits, and they keep their family ducked off with this moon card being here. Like, yeah. And I damn sure, make sure I have the parental locks on my stuff, because I keep my house locked down solid and not for play over here, because my kids going to know some things that I didn't know. They ain't going to be like the rest of these, not to talk about nobody kids, but that's what I'm picking up on. Again, don't shoot the messenger. That's the Sag collective. That's kind of how they moving. Like, nah, I'm being very secure about mine. Let's just say it like that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. In this world, you have to. The Hermit has taught you that wisdom, and being out the way has taught you. Yeah. You know what it is, Sag. So I don't even need to clarify. This reading was nice, and I look forward to see how it unfolds as we grow together in our relationship. Again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. My name is Atone. I hope this resonated and it helped, and I'll holler at you later. Peace.